Transmission Institute is for fearless voyagers at the intersection of creative industries and technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
There's a lot of fluidity now between art, product design, and architecture. A lot more cross-pollination in the disciplines. But this isn't about competition. It's about collaboration and what these practices and processes can contribute to one another. It's essential to find key collaborators to work on new discoveries and push them into the mainstream. Those sentiments came from famous architect Zaha Hadid, whose inspirational words were found in books throughout the commune buildings. Her reflections seem to accurately capture the essence of a transmission think tank event. This was especially apparent at this year's transmitCHINA. The environment at Commune by the Wall facilitates the dissolving of silos between creative sectors, cultures, and generations, allowing knowledge and context to flow freely. The lack of distraction provides a space for personal stories. Being comfortably sequestered at the base of a 5,000-year-old ancient wonder and disconnected from usual online distractions, thanks to the Great Firewall of China, presented us with a chance to focus on experiencing each other's worlds through the telling of stories, past, present, and future. This environment wasn't fully realized until transmitCHINA evolved to include the roundtable format, which had been previously excluded due to the perceived language challenges. But after a closer examination behind this reasoning, Till Van Toorn, founder of transmitCHINA, realized that the problem was the difference between Eastern and Western business culture and how this affected communications, a barrier overcome, ironically, by the roundtables themselves. As a result of this format change, transmitCHINA's roundtables are now a key element in creating an environment that traverses the borders between cultures, between generations, and between industries. As topic cards were laid down on the roundtables for a session, and the exchange of stories and conversations began to unfold, it was fascinating to see how each topic was made concrete, and how often and how many times these were referenced and connected with one another, inextricably linking delegates in new, meaningful ways. Throughout the conference, keynote speakers continued to identify a problem: that the creative sector is comprised of many silos that often separate those working in technology with those working in content spaces. Catherine Leung from Baidu asserted that technology has been a trigger for innovation and inspiration, allowing grassroots creativity to emerge from almost anywhere. She reminded us that while technology can aid tremendously in positive creative output, it can also destroy and devalue that same output if left unchecked. To this point, she noted that the internet is not guilty of murder, but of being an accessory to suicide. And she asked us to critically consider the role that the internet plays as a platform for creative content. This presentation served to reaffirm the importance of breaking down the sectoral barriers between the creative industries and the technical sector. When these barriers are dissolved, a meaningful dialogue can take place, resulting in collaboration as opposed to competition. The underlying theme of transmitCHINA is and has been one of meaningful connections, facilitating open sharing and the collaboration between people in the creative and technology sectors. It's always been about the discoveries at transmission events, about the meaningful human perspectives gained when you step outside your comfort zone and learn something new. It comes from the connection that happens between people when they're engaging, interacting, and empathizing with each other face to face. Connections naturally give way to collaborations, and these are the first steps to solutions. And while collaborations may not necessarily lead directly to solutions, they facilitate the discovery process that helps us ultimately find solutions. And it's through collaboration that we gain knowledge. Through this apparent clash of opposites, of the old, organic, and timeless, with the new, synthetic, and fleeting, we're able to draw new conclusions about the world that we live in and how we can shape it. So, maybe all it really takes to change the world is a simple conversation.